Hey guys, what's good? It's the Mimi and Weezy show.
Hey guys, today is our season 2 premiere, which is crazy, and we have a special guest, Chase Ealey, my friend. And that's about it. That's all you need to know about her. She does not really have any accomplishments or anything. Go
Ain't
ahead.
nothing special. Nah.
Yeah, dude, just some girl we went to school with. She has been all over the news recently because she's winning all kinds of stuff in shot put, right, Chase? So she's 2-time gold medal champion now, and drum roll please, she was the first American woman to win a shot put world title, right? The gold only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And yeah, the gold is what I meant. And not only was she the first American woman to do that, but she's also the first woman to do it on the first attempt, dude. So
Yeah, that is true.
that is true. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. What else, dude? What else have you done?
I'm the American record holder. I'm the back-to-back Diamond League champ for this year and the previous, which is a pretty big deal if you know athletics. If not, it's a big deal. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's weird. It's weird for us because, like, seeing you in the news and stuff, and I mean, we used to be roomies, dude, and then I just like see pictures of you everywhere, and I'm like,
Roomies is being nice. You letting me into your house when I was low-key homeless is more.
Damn, she's like, you let me in, bro. You held me down while no one was there.
It's true. The field is rough, and I was in a rough spot, and you let me stay at your house when there was already 30 freaking people living there. So it's pretty lit.
A real American hero, then.
I'm just kidding. Totally.
All right, for real, right now, how did you guys meet each other? Like, despite like being roommates right now, what you guys just said, living with each other, how did you guys come to meet each other?
The roommates thing is 15 years down the line, bro. I met her because our moms used to play softball together, which was just an excuse for everyone in our town to like hang out and get drunk while all of their kids played on the playground. And so I met her when I was like 6, playing on the playground at the softball park.
I think we might have even been younger, honestly.
You were? I'm old. I was 6, bitch. You're old.
Dude,
I mean, I'm old. You're young.
We're the same age, dude. What do you mean?
You're a year younger than me.
Well, aren't you 29?
Yeah.
Are you 30? I'm 29 also.
No way we're the same. Well, why were you held back? Is that why you
No, because my birthday, I have a late September birthday, so they started me in school a year later, but I'm the same age as you.
Yeah, gross. Yeah, no, was it?
Well, really then? This whole time she thought she was older than you, like,
I know, she thought I was like,
this whole time I was like, I'm your elder, listen to me.
like by 2 months, dude.
Right.
But I think we were like, I don't know, probably 5, because Taylor's the older one, right? So we used to just follow her everywhere. But our parents used to play softball, right? Like co-ed softball. And they would just get obliterated drunk while they were playing and then drive us home. What they did. They were just like, we're just
time. It was a different time, okay?
Yeah, that was back in like 99, 2000, okay? So it was okay to drive drunk back then.
We're gonna get our moms in trouble somehow.
Yeah, I know. They're like, oh, is this evidence suit against a case that they were building back in?
Yeah, but we've had a tumultuous friendship because then we were always like, what do you call it? Acquaintances from there. And then in high school, my sister got in a sultry lesbian relationship with your best friend. So then we ended up spending a lot of time together.
Yeah, we were like always drug along with them. So then me and Chase would just hang out while they went and did horrible things elsewhere. And so we ended up like getting.
So you could say nasty things, bro, but you said horrible things. It makes it sound like they were like robbing a bank, like they were murdering people, like you guys were just killing in the car.
It just sounds homophobic, is what it sounds.
I'm not homophobic, but they were off doing. Who knows? They could have been robbing banks, dude. We were left.
Dead ass though. They would go upstairs, and we were downstairs watching Sex Drive with Alyssa Oh, I just
Are we allowed to
full
say her
name.
name?
You might need to
Yeah.
beep it.
It's okay.
Beep
I'll
her
bleep that
name.
out.
We're downstairs with Alyssa.
And,
You know, the funnier thing is she said the whole name and then she says the address too. She's like,
I
that
know,
lives
like,
on. I'm just kidding.
address, birthday, and
I
social
know.
security number. I'm just bro, I'm just kidding. So yeah, we would like get stuck downstairs just chilling, doing whatever. We watched the movie Sex Drive probably 700 times. I'm not even kidding. Like we
I
just
can't even describe how many times we watched that damn
No.
movie, dude.
Well, dude, you want to know why though? Is because like back then Netflix didn't have the like stream anything all the time thing. You had to like order them in the mail. Remember?
Oh, the DVDs, bro.
Yeah,
And her mom, like, we ended up just buying it because we kept it so long, so that we just had it.
Yeah. So we just had it, and that was like the only thing that didn't have scratches, bro. So we would just throw it in.
That was Redbox times, bro. I fucking miss Redbox.
Dude, they still. I saw a Redbox. They have a Redbox at the Walgreens over by my house the other day, and I was tempted, but then I was like, you know what? I know my dumbass won't return that movie again. I still have some, dude. I think I have
on Prime.
That's what. Yeah, I have Prime, dude. Netflix at this point, but back then that stuff wasn't there, so we had to like just search for DVDs, and that was our one that we kept intact. And then
we watched that. We watched that all the time, dude.
Well, and then we played volleyball together.
Yeah, we played volleyball. We did other things, but I don't know if I want my people to know the things that we did as high schoolers.
I mean,
all we say college. You say college food, don't say high school. It's as simple as that.
No. Well, in high school, we did rob a bank once, but Chase got away with it. I'm just kidding.
Playing cops and robbers in the middle of the night in Los Alamos is a lot different than robbing a bank.
Robbing a bank, dude.
We didn't have a lot to do back then.
Dude, remember the good old days, though? Like, we had to actually go outside and play.
Oh, good times, though. Good times.
Like, do stuff outside. Dude, that was wild. I keep thinking about it. We'd be like, okay, I'll start walking, you start walking, and then we'd meet like at the light by like Conoco on the hill, and then we walk up to someone's house.
Totally. But do you remember when we would play like Truth or Dare at Alyssa and Sam's house, and we would be like, I dare you to run naked down the road, and we would run out and run naked down the road and come back, and we thought it was so cool, except for all the neighbors were like 90 and already in bed, so it wasn't even that risque.
Dude, do you remember we would like nickel people's house where you would like put the Band-Aid around like a coin, and you would like stick it to someone's window and like attach some string to it and go across the street and like pull it so that it would like knock on their window, and then they'd be who's there? Who's there? Dude, I think these are crimes.
A good one too.
I think these are crimes. I think we're confessing to our crimes on a live podcast, guys.
Well, like what public like nudity, like that's a crime, and then like trespassing.
Yeah, but if no one saw it, were you actually naked?
Oh, literally no one saw it. We thought we were so cool. Like, oh, I can't believe I did that. Like, it's Los Alamos, New Mexico, dude. Like, there's 5 people there. No one saw. Ever.
Nobody saw, dude. Ever.
It was past 8. Everyone was out.
Well, that we know.
Totally. Nobody saw
we know.
that.
You imagine that 90-year-old neighbor had a grandson there. He took a pic, saved it, and he's going to use it to blackmail you later. I don't know. It's possible.
He's late to the party.
He's a little late to the party. I would have done it years ago.
I would have done it last year.
I've still got so much money blackmail and settling things out of court.
You're like, I literally don't care.
Totally.
Oh, that's funny. And then we used to ride around in Taylor's car all the time and go like so fast. Well, okay, it seemed like we were going fast, and she would like be going around corners like, you know what I mean? And I'm like,
my mom gave her a BMW.
I know. Why would she do
that? It makes us sound super rich, but it came from her sugar daddy, so don't get excited.
Dude, why couldn't remember when that used to benefit us? What happened? What happened to the benefit?
I told her, you ruined my life.
You ruined it. I know. Like, why did she have to start caring what people thought?
Yeah, you ruined our life.
Imagine we all had BMWs. That would have been fun.
Oh my god. That's how deep it went.
It did. Okay, so back to sports. So when we played volleyball together, right? What sports did you actually do in high school? You did volleyball and track, or did you do basketball too?
I did a bit of basketball, but I don't know. I got off the basketball scene for like my junior year, I think. And my senior year, I went back. But yeah, I really mainly played volleyball and track, and I got offers for volleyball, track, and basketball, but I didn't really see a future in volleyball, and track was like chill. So I was like, oh, I'll get a degree, get a free degree, and go do track in college. I didn't think much would come of it, to be honest.
And now
But it
look at
did, I guess. So I was like, let's go.
Did you have to compete with, or did you feel anyways that you had to compete with Taylor a lot in sports, or was it more like you supported each other, or was it like, God damn it, she did better than me again, and then you guys like had to go back and forth?
No, me and Taylor were actually really like, she was always my number one supporter. Even when I got better than her at like everything that we did, and she never got weird about it. Which that's not, I don't want to sound conceited, but it is real. Like, in basketball, she was always the best. I think that's what might have like pushed me away from basketball for those years that I was while she was playing.
You couldn't handle it, dude. You couldn't
because
handle it.
I just didn't. I kind of wanted her to have her moment, and like every time I came into volleyball and I took over volleyball, and then I came into track and I took over that. So I just let her have basketball, regardless of if she was better or not. I just had no interest in it.
She also got some scholarships for track and volleyball, didn't she?
Volleyball.
She had some opportunities.
I think we both got offers from Tech from volleyball, from what I remember. Yeah. But I don't think she liked. She loved basketball.
Yeah,
but
that was her thing.
I think because of like, I don't know how honest she was on her thing, but like she had a lot of troubles, and I think it prevented her from going to like the bigger schools.
Yeah.
In basketball, because she is really freaking smart, but like choices really do matter. So like her grades weren't good enough to go to D1 schools that she easily could have. Because even her first year of college, she got like all A's. It wasn't like she's not stupid.
Yeah.
But like, heroin's a hell of a drug,
Damn.
Heroin's a hell of a drug. But yeah, I remember.
Like, you think when I talk about it and stuff, and like she has made some of the dumbest decisions possible, but like she is stupid smart. It's really dumb. Like now with her working as an electrician, she just picks that stuff up, and it's freaking hard because I worked with like our stepdad as well. Like I worked with him too, and I have no freaking clue. I'm just the lackey who just does what I'm told. Whereas she knows what's going on. Like he can send her alone to jobs. He could never do that with me. You looking at me, I had no clue. Like I couldn't be like, oh yeah, this is what you do. No way. So she is smart, but
dude, my brother's the same way. Like my older brother, he's been to prison. Yeah. He's been addicted to heroin himself. Like he did all kinds of. We definitely took different paths, but like you could give him like any calculus problem and he can just like do it in his head, like no pen. He can build computers, he can do coding, he can do all of that stuff, but he just met the wrong people and made the wrong choices back in the day, and then boom, two different paths.
I think that's kind of what led me down. Yeah, I think that's what led me down like my path of psychology in school too, was like me and my sister had fairly similar like traumas in childhood and stuff, but like we both seemed to like go about life a different way, whereas like she kind of turned to substance abuse and stuff, whereas I really dug into sport as my therapy, and I think that resulted in where I'm at and where she's at, and she's made such big strides now. But like if you think about how smart she is and how athletically gifted she was in basketball, like she could have easily gone to the WNBA, and everyone knows that.
Yeah,
and
dude,
that stinks.
Yeah. Well, then I remember she did get an offer for volleyball somewhere too, and and track. I do remember because I was still friends with with her back then.
I think it was Mesa in Colorado.
Oh, was it?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
I remember, dude, in volleyball when how we had to do those 2-a-days like in the summer right before like volleyball tryouts or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember we would have to go to the track in the morning, and we would do like all these timed things, and like
That's when she blew her knee.
And I remember, was that when she blew her knee? I think I don't know
during those 200s.
Yeah, that's right. But
Yeah.
dude, I don't know why. Freaking Gary, dude, I'll never forgive him for this, because we would have to like go out and run in groups, and like since I was talking with you, he was like, Chase, Miranda, Taylor, you're up. And then he like put me out there with you, and he's like, I had it like on this timed thing to like sprint like 100 meters or something. And he put me with you and Taylor, and I was like, and go. And like by the time I even took 2 steps, you guys were already at the end, and I was like, fuck this.
Well, that was one of the things where like high school sports
the embarrassment, dude.
so much. High school sports was trash. Like, because I remember, you remember Lynn?
Yeah.
Love her. No, this ain't drums, but like Lynn, I remember when I started. Remember, I came to that my junior year when I came to volleyball, I had missed like the technical tryout, so I'd only made it. I only got in when I was messing around with you and Taylor and Sam and Alyssa. We were all messing around at the end.
Yeah,
and,
I remember. Everyone was pissed.
Yeah, this Coach Stokes came up and he was like, "Oh, like you should," and he was C team coach then because D-Dye was the varsity coach then. And I was like, "Oh, like, no, it's fine." And then he was like, "No, you should." So I went to tryouts next day, and that was just from messing around with you and Taylor, and they saw me. And I was an off season from everything, and I didn't want to play soccer anymore. And so because they said that basically I had to be second to Lynn in varsity when I went up because she went to the track and did the first part of tryouts, which was the 200-meter time trials. And I remember being like, I'm a state champion sprinter. Like, why is this holding me back? Like, it made no sense to me. And like that year I was in like the 4x2 state champs and we won as well. And I was like, I literally had the fastest.
You still hold that record?
Yeah, I had the fastest 22 split in that 4x2 as well. And I was like, I always thought it was so funny that I missed the first half of volleyball tryouts, which was sprints. And I was like, it was like a time trial was part of it. And I was like, I'm literally the fastest girl in New Mexico. And you're saying that because I missed the sprint trials, I can't be on varsity. I found that, so I was like, I hate high school sport.
Well, then I remember everyone was like, the only reason she gets to play is because Taylor's her sister. She didn't have to try out. And like, I remember people being pissed, dude, about that.
Yeah, and I was like, girl, I'm out here breaking noses. You think I'm playing because I gave Alyssa a concussion the first fucking game.
I forgot about that, dude.
Damn.
She's so sweet. I love her. I remember her being like totally chill about it. And then like 3 weeks later is when I played that game where you remember Mater, that truck I drove?
Yeah.
And I had Mater and I went to pick her up from the house to take her to school. And I was doing that joke from Sex Drive where he like drives and slams on the brakes. And I did that to her and she slammed her face on the freaking car and got another concussion 2 weeks later.
Dude.
And she was still so sweet about it, like, ha ha ha, funny. And I was like, cool, I'm just ruining your whole entire volleyball season.
I forgot about that, dude.
And she's such an angel that she was like, it's fine.
Like, it's okay, really, it's okay. I don't care.
But not knowing that Chase took out the competition, she's like, I'm gonna be number one.
Right. No, I needed her. She was one of my freaking back rows. I needed her.
Yeah.
Out of anybody, I needed her ass, and I kept concussing her.
Lynn should have got the concussion, bro. We could go back in time. I'm just kidding.
Honestly, I wanted to be in rotation with Lynn, but they rotated in someone else I don't want to talk about. But in reality, me and Lynn should have been the only middles.
Yeah.
But hey, I didn't do the sprint trials. The fastest girl in New Mexico. Sorry.
Whoops. I'll teach
Sorry,
you.
I didn't do my sprint trials, Gare Bear.
Okay, so hold on. So you played basketball, volleyball, and then you were a runner. So how does like the shot put fit into that? Like where did you pick it up from there? Just from the track?
Shot put I just did on the side. Like me and Taylor just kind of did it. We liked it. We got to kind of hang out. It was I only did track because my mom was a sprinter and Taylor was in it, and it was supposed to be like my off season for softball. And I didn't want to play softball anymore. So my mom was like, well, why don't you do track so it can be your off season instead of softball? And I was like, fine. And I started doing it. My sister threw shot and jab. So I was like, well, I'm just going to throw shot and jab for fun with her. And then I ended up being like really good at it. I don't think I ever lost at shot or the 100. No, I lost my freshman year at shot. But after that, I never lost state. And it was just like something I really loved doing.
I think you won state like what, 2 or 3 times in a row? Yeah,
and then because my junior year, I won 5 events, and my senior year, I won 5 events because I got high point both those years, I believe.
That's wild.
But yeah, I was mainly a sprinter, really. But like I got recruited by multi coaches, sprint coaches, and throws coaches.
Speaking of coaches, so we've been through it, right? Like, so
Yeah.
when you were in college and then you decided to move to Phoenix, right? When I was living there, and that's when you kind of moved in with me for a while. I guess I don't even know what question I'm trying to ask. I guess like what advice do you have to, high school athletes right now who are struggling with finding the right coach? Because you had a lot of trouble with that, and now it seems like you finally found the right fit in whatever you're doing, obviously. So what was like the struggle like getting to where you are right now with coach wise?
Yeah, it was really weird. I think I moved in with you after I fell out with my first coach from Phoenix because I've always been, my mom always said I was so brave and I never really saw it. But now I guess I kind of see it. Like, I remember I was at home just being coached in New Mexico. I was pretty much coaching myself, but getting a little bit of help from the Highlands track coach or throws coach. But like, it was really weird. Like, I was in this weird middle bit. And I remember being like, there's this coach in Phoenix that wants to help me. He said he'd like give me a job and all this stuff, right? And I can go there and coach and like make a bit of money. I'll still be working, blah, blah. So I went there and then that fell through just because of, we'll say creative differences to be correct. And so then that was when I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's when I moved in with you. And I was still working
makeup on the side.
Yeah, we were in an MLM, me and you, struggle time. And we
Yeah,
were
that pyramid scheme.
Yeah, and then I was working at a vet. Remember, I was working.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Did you ever pick up my hamster's ashes for me?
I think I forgot.
Oh, Jesus.
I can ask my mom, dude. She's there.
Yeah, tell her to go get Henri's ashes. I don't know if they haven't messaged me again because I changed my phone number, so now I hope they didn't get rid of him.
It's gone, dude. It's not gonna be there.
They kind of have to. If they just throw away your freaking animals' ashes, dude, they're gonna get in trouble.
How long has it been?
A long time.
A year.
But
okay, good.
5
sorry.
years. Nice.
No, totally. But I was working at the vet and stuff. I was still working and trying to compete. And then that was when I met my coach Ryan, and we had always had a really good relationship and a really good, everything was fine. And you were there. I was able to find a place and started like throwing far and stuff. So that was good. But then that was when COVID hit. And after COVID hit, like everything was just kind of a mess for me anyway. And I think I left Arizona less because like my coach, that was more of like I think it was just like a toxic environment for me because all the fucking bad shit that happened.
Yeah.
Like bad relationships, bad sickness, like all of it, like bad memes. So when I came out here, it was like fresh start. But like, I think people are so afraid of change. And I think the thing that has made me get to where I am is like that I'm not afraid of change. Like,
yeah,
I'm okay. I'll move across the world if it means I can do this successfully because I only get so much of my life where this is going to be a viable opportunity. So I'm not afraid to like move across the world. I'm not afraid to like make certain decisions and sacrifices for this. Like think about now, like you were right there, like one of my best friends, right? And now I have to be so far away from like so many people I love because I want this so bad. But I only get so long where I can do this. So it's like one of the sacrifices is that like I have to be out here away from, I don't really have any of my people out here. Luckily, my fiance has like an amazing family and stuff that have made me feel like at home and stuff. But like the real sacrifice is like I don't get like my friends and my family. Like you guys are there, I'm here.
Well, so when you first moved there, was it just like, well, okay. So if I remember correctly, you had gone out there for, I don't know if it was to compete or something. And you were like, oh, I'm just going to stay for like a month. And then it was like 2 months. And then you like came back. You're like, oh yeah, by the way, like I'm moving there. So like, if you could say bye to me on Friday, I'm like, what? Like you literally just like told me. And then you're, oh, also I met this guy and we're probably going to get married. And I was like, this bitch is crazy, dude. Like, and then I got to meet him.
That's what Chase would say about every guy she would meet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, I actually never heard her say that.
Mitch kind of came out of nowhere. I had already decided to move. I had already talked to you about it as well.
Yeah.
And then I met Mitch not long after I decided to move.
And it just worked out, dude.
It just luckily worked out that I met. But in all honesty, I was on Tinder and I wasn't trying to find a husband. I can tell you that. if I'm being real. He just happened to be there. And yeah, now I'm, like I said, it does, like, all of the, like, medals and the trophies and all that stuff, like, it's kind of that tangible, like getting that result after all the sacrifices I've made. That's kind of like what makes it better. So these last 2 years have made me feel a lot better in that, okay, like, you are away from your family and friends, and you are, like, across the ocean in a whole different life, like, different, like, culture. But it, like, that's the proof that, like, it was worth it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But it does suck. Like, I hate, like, because, I used to be able to go to my mom's whenever I wanted. I could go there for a long weekend if I wanted,
Yeah.
And now it's just so far away. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, we used to be able to do like remember we did that 8-hour road trip, me and you and my Nissan Altima, bro, and we drove all the way from Phoenix to New Mexico.
I've never laughed so hard in my life, dude. Ever.
Dude, that was fun.
Literally never laughed so hard in my freaking life.
Remember, you almost had to shit on the side of the road because we got stuck in traffic.
That was bad, though. And
that was horrible, dude.
You were a good friend in that moment. We were in standstill traffic in the middle of nowhere. And what was I supposed to do?
And there was an RV next to us, and I was like, bro, just ask them. And you're like, I'm not gonna. And I'm like, what are you gonna do?
Ask the RV people if I can take a shit in their bathroom and standstill traffic. And I was like, no.
Well, what else were you gonna do? We were in standstill traffic for like 2.5 hours or something, and the whole time she was doing like breathing exercise.
Yeah. When I got to like a gas station, I swear to God, it was like 9 pounds, 8 ounces.
16 inches long, dude.
Dude. Because I remember I was like going out of the sunroof because I was getting delirious because I think I was going into like septic shock.
You were. Well,
this is like.
Yeah. Well, this is the worst part too, is that like we had seen a rest stop and we were good, and we were like, we should just drive through it and we'll stop at the next one because we were trying to get there before it like got dark. So we also didn't fill up with gas, Jesus. So that's the worst part. We were like low on gas. So and it was hot.
Like, oh my God. Do I turn the car off? And I said no, because turning the car on takes more gas than if we sit idle. And she's like, I don't think so. And I was like, actually, I don't know. That could be a myth. I was like, no service either.
We're running, no service, because we're coming from like where were we coming through? It's like
we're going the Flagstaff way.
Was it the Flagstaff way? I thought we were coming the Payson way. Well, either way, when you're coming in from like either Flagstaff or Payson, those areas, there's like that dead mountain zone. So we're stuck there. So it's not like we can go around people. If you have to shit on the streets, dude, they're all gonna see. So like it wasn't a pleasant place to be stranded.
I think
we're running out of gas.
Wasn't there?
Yeah, there was like a horrific accident, like or something.
It's like a lot of people, like poor people died.
I know, like how selfish of them.
Like, I know, how selfish of them.
But so that was because I was like, we're gonna run out of gas. Chase is gonna poop in the car, and then I started getting in, and I was like, dude, am I gonna poop in the car? Because then we start freaking each other out
at that moment.
Well, we've been together all weekend, right?
She kept saying, go ask the RV people if you can use their bathroom. Like, she was dead ass as well. And I was like, they're not going to let me use their freaking bathroom to take a shit. Also, that's how every, like, scary movie happens when she goes and knocks on the door and is like, where's my friend? And they'll be like, what friend? And then I'm dead. And then she's
she's in there, and then you walk in there, and then bam, dead.
And then boop, dead, dude.
Boop, dead.
There was, like, a lot of witnesses. So then, but finally, and then all of a sudden, the traffic just cleared up. We did make it to the gas station. Nobody had an incident in the car. It was close. It was a close call, but it made for a good story.
Her eye, she was like,
yeah, for real. Because at first, well, we had been together all weekend too, and we had eaten all the same food. So then, like, when you have to go that bad, it goes from like, I kind of have to go to like, it's urgent. So then she's like, am I sick? And then I'm like, what if we have food poisoning and we're stuck here? And so then it turns into like our minds are playing tricks on us, dude.
Why were you going to? Why were we? You were going for something.
I think it was just to see my dad, because remember,
I thought there was like in the case. Was it his birthday?
No, I think was it my grandma's funeral.
It might have been.
I think it might have been the funeral.
And then I just was like, well, let me tag along.
Yeah, and then you just tagged along, and then because we met your parents at that gas station, and we surprised your mom. Remember, because she didn't know you were coming.
Yeah, and Michael just like drove, and yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, eating Mickey D's in the car. What, like, do you have to follow like a diet, like a strict diet plan now, since you are professional, or do you still get to like eat Mickey D's and drink Four Loko on the weekends?
Well, I was getting Swifty for most of my seasons, but now we've kind of come to the assessment that my technical changes might require me to lean up a little. So now I'm definitely dieting more, and it sucks butt.
What do you have to eat? Like chicken?
Nothing. Mitch just keeps. Mitch is real. That's the best part about Mitch is he's really good at like meal prep and all that. He's like so smart with all that crap. So he's like, your macros are, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. So we've both been cutting. So I've lost a couple kilos already, but the goal is quite a few kilos by, I think me and my coach are actually in a weight loss war before December. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering when you're coming up too, because the wedding January is freaking coming, man.
I know, dude. It's getting close. Yeah, I have to come. Well, based on someone isn't coming. I can't remember who said they can't come in the little group chat, but
it might be M.
I can't remember. I'll look. But yeah, we'll be up there.
Are you?
I think we have to come like a week. It has to be a week in advance or something crazy. So I'm going to be there for like the rest of my life.
The weekend before. Oh, shut up. God forbid you do anything for me.
I'm coming, dude. I'm traveling across the fucking world.
But as maid of honor, do you know what one of your main jobs on the day is?
I have to give a speech, don't I?
You do have to give a speech, by the way. You better be ready for
that.
But also,
the speech.
You have to hold my dress while I pee.
Oh, okay. Dude, I already do that. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say
all that clubbing practice.
The time I was throwing up drunk in your bathroom and you heard me through the window and talked to me through the window. Yeah. And I was like, Jesus?
And you're all, is that you? And I was like, it's me. What are you doing?
And I was like, I'm never drinking again. And you were like, are you all right? And I was like, stop spying on me.
Jesus.
You have to give a speech. Are you ready? I feel like you have plenty of speech material.
Dude, I'll probably get nervous and I'll be like, hello, I am. Like, I'll be weird at first, but like, I'll be okay. I'll be all right,
You're
dude.
always weird.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows.
Like you're not always weird.
I'm gonna try my best to not have.
Try to look normal. Is what you're telling her, bro. Chill.
Well, someone said like, do you have a Toastmaster? Because that's kind of a thing in the UK. And I was like, no, but I have a little Latina from New Mexico who's gonna make sure everyone does what I say.
Yeah, dude, I will.
And I said, when you see the smallest person in the room yelling at you, just listen to her and shut up.
Just listen, dude. Because if you don't, then I'm gonna go get Michelle, and then you're gonna be in for it.
I said, if she says it's time to cut the cake, we're cutting the cake. So you better get to looking, because we're cutting the cake.
We're cutting the cake now, dude.
Now it's like now.
I can't remember what question Jesus had, but it was about when you first moved. What was it like? How did you word it, Jesus? Like the culture shock, almost like from like.
Yeah. Like how was it like, when you first like moved there? Like what got you like? What got you like out of place, like out of your comfort zone? You're like, what the fuck?
Food. Yeah,
Dude, what do you guys just eat? Like unflavored bread? Like what is it like?
Unflavored bread? Oh god.
Unflavored bread, as opposed to all the American flavored bread.
Well, dude, we do have flavored bread, but I meant like that's what I just picture like crackers. I don't know why. Like.
Yeah, no, like, it's very big. Very big.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, the food's not as good, but it's also not as bad for you. So I guess it makes sense. But like food, but people are fairly similar. And I always get the thing where I hear people like Americans are this and Americans are that. Well, UK people are actually really great. Like no one's ever been mean to me for being American or anything. But like I hear from Europeans a lot because I travel so much. It's like, oh, Americans are stupid or Americans don't know this. And I'm like, well, it's not necessarily true. I always say, like, I've traveled the entire world and I can tell you there's absolute idiots everywhere. Like, you come to realize, like, oh, like, that's not some kind of cultural phenomenon. Like, people suck everywhere. But I found, like, people in the UK, it's a lot, you get these villages and stuff and people tend to be a lot very friendly, very small, but, like, it could be claustrophobic sometimes, and also there's no sun. So going from Arizona to like gray England was quite a shock in itself. But yeah,
What about driving?
I have not driven because I can't yet until after my Mirage. But it is weird being. So I still go to the wrong side of the car all the time. And Mitch will be like, "You're not in America," and I'm always like, "Sorry," and I gotta go to the other side.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're not in America. You're just like,
To this day. And then, but when we go to the U.S., for instance, we're going to Illinois next weekend to see my family there. And we're going to rent a car, and I can't wait to do the same shit to him. Like, this ain't the UK. Welcome to America. Freedom. Like, let freedom ring. You know?
It's going to be like, dude, I can already picture it.
I'm like, God bless America.
What do you think you miss the most from like the US besides your family, obviously? Like, what do you think? What's the one thing you miss most if you have to choose?
I always say like accessibility to everything. So like
Gun.
Even in a place, yeah, guns. No,
Gun.
I do be missing my gun though, for real. But because there's like a sense of security I always felt. When I had it in my house, like I never felt like I could be victimized ever. And here sometimes I get a little like wary.
Dude, you have to have
she's bust out her knife. She's like, this isn't enough. Like, this isn't enough.
Well, I don't know. Like, to me, I don't know how to rock a knife. You know what I mean? And they say like, they're dangerous. It's something about like if someone with a knife is within 20 feet of you, it doesn't even matter if you have a gun. They say. So I'm like, that's terrifying to me.
Look at this one. Look at this one. You just put it in your pocket and never know. No,
stop. Now I'm scared.
Right now you've scared her. Well, see, now you've got to come up with like a new plan of attack because like when like you were saying you have your sense of security like with your gun. So like an intruder comes in the front door, like which gun are you grabbing? The one strapped under the table or the one in the gun safe or the one in your knife? And you have all these options. There, like what are you gonna do? Like are you gonna tuck and roll? I'm gonna grab the lamp. I'm gonna hit him on the head with the lamp. Make my way to the kitchen. Like
swiper, no swiping.
Yeah.
Baseball bat with the sock, Miranda. That's what you do.
Come on, not on a Tuesday. Please, like, is it like that?
I'm getting robbed.
It's Tuesday. That's what it's like, dude.
But no, for real, I think the biggest shock to me was like accessibility. So like in the US, like I think we forget a lot of the time. We're too busy complaining to realize how much everything is accessible to us, like at all times. Whereas here, like on Sunday, everything shuts at 4. Like I couldn't go to the store now. Like it's too late. Whereas in the US, I could go freaking anywhere right now at midnight and I could find food. I could find health care. I could find a freaking urgent care. You know what I mean? Like everything is like so accessible.
You don't even have not even urgent care, dude?
No, it's free health care, baby. You got to wait 8 hours if you got a cold, my girl.
What if you get stabbed?
4 years if you need surgery.
What if you get stabbed? They're just like, wait till morning.
I think they have like trauma things, but
okay.
I think what I've learned here, and I don't want to get political either, is like there's definitely a decrease in like
crimes like that.
No, there's like a decrease in quality when it comes to like things being free. So like I'll happily pay $150 to $200 a month to not have to wait 7 years to have a surgery of something that's very inconvenient and uncomfortable to me. Than to be like, well, it was free, okay, but I had to wait 5 years, and my other knee is now bummed out from taking care of my knee that needed surgery for 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
That happens to dogs. I know you're not a dog, but like Cooper like blew it. He like blew his knee out, dude. He got like a torn ACL, and they're like, all right, we'll fix it. It's gonna be $5,000, fix his knee, but when this one's healed, this other one's gonna go out, so it's probably gonna cost $10,000 because you have to get the other one fixed because he's gonna baby this knee. So I'm like, okay, might as well just chop his leg off, honestly.
Right.
Like, just take it, dude.
I would chop it off.
So now that are we considering you famous? Are you famous?
I mean, people are making fake Instagram accounts of me. I think that pretty much qualifies, doesn't it?
Damn.
That's how you know you've made it, when people start making fake Instagrams of you.
Dude, after this podcast, it's going to be like the fake Mimi and Weezus account. I better be doing it.
I literally want like
they get more followers than us.
No, but seriously, someone like one of my friends that I know have met, like we've hung out. I know her. She sent me the screenshot of the people, and she was doing something I felt like you would absolutely do, Mar. Is like she was like them? Totally like dragging them along. So they were like, "Hi, fan. Like, I'm so glad you're a fan and have been following me for so long. Like, I made this account to get closer to some of my fans and blah blah blah." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy, you know." And he's like, "I don't know if we've ever met, but like if we have, like I forget, we should meet again." And she's like, "We have never met, la la la." And he's like, "Wow, we can meet then. Where are you at?" And she just like sent me the screenshots, and I was like, Jesus Christ, because like obviously I've met her many times, and I was like, geez. But I really want them to like message like you, because it would be iconic for them to be like, dude, I'll do it. I know you're a big fan of me. Yeah, it's huge, so dude. Bad. I'm like, girl, bye.
So since you're famous, like you kind of like met a lot of famous people, right? Who's the most famous person so far that you've got to meet?
Well, Travis Scott probably, because he was at.
You did that ad with him or something, right?
Well, he watched Worlds in Eugene, because he has like a Nike, because I'm sponsored by Nike, obviously, and he has Cactus Jack, the Nike line. Yeah. And he was there watching, I think, with them, because he had a concert there. Yeah. And so when he watched Women Shot, apparently he like really liked it. And so he wanted to meet me. So we ended up meeting at Nike headquarters, and he gave me a bag and some Dom Perignon and stuff, and it was pretty cool.
Dude, can you hit him up and tell him I need some new shoes for work, bro? Because my feet be hurt. Let's see, Nike, come through.
I mean, I could send you some.
Just this interview.
I'll send you some shoes for work.
See, I need shoes for work. I probably shouldn't have nice ones because I'll just get dog hair on them. But
what are you doing over there? Grooming stuff?
Dude, I'm grooming. I like rent a little it's not a suite, like a table in a grooming salon.
Airbnb, bro.
I rent Airbnb. I rent like a little table, and I have my own clients. Like I still own my own business. I just pay rent, like a hairdresser does, to like just rent my own little thing. Yeah. I met a ton of cool friends and stuff since moving here. It was like just what happened to
you. I know sometimes I see you post, and I get that like friend jealousy where I go like, whoa.
Well. Look who we have here.
Don't spread yourself so thin there, boo.
No, when I moved, just like you, like the best thing, dude. I met a lot of people. Jesus is coming up here. My job's good. I have a ton of nice clients. Like people here are way nicer than they were in Phoenix. Hands freaking down, bro.
Yeah. I low-key miss Phoenix though.
I don't miss it at all. Like
that's because you were in Avondale.
First off, Goodyear. I'm not gonna live in the freaking. I should watch my words, but the sketchy areas where you lived in Scottsdale, dude. Scottsdale, whatever, bro.
Damn, the beef is too real.
That's what the broke people in freaking Glendale would call us rich people in Scottsdale.
Dude, I never lived in Glendale. I didn't ever live in Glendale. I'm not a gang member. Okay, I better not.
Oh my God, bro!
You're on that side of town.
No, that Glendale is not.
Where you wish you could afford the Scottsdale Tempe life.
Dude, my house in Goodyear. Goodyear's like for like old white rich people, bro. I was barely surviving.
I was like, Chase, didn't you rent out a room? Didn't you leave in a room?
Did you rent a room? Well, when you were homeless, remember when I gave you a suite?
No, I didn't. I didn't pay, and I slept on the fucking couch.
I'm just kidding.
Also, I cleaned after all those filthy frickers. You should have seen that house.
Dude, it was mess. Dude, Jesus, we all remember. Dude, you know what's crazy is we got our full deposit back when we moved out, and I have no freaking clue.
I don't get how.
And dude, like, you know how many people threw up on that carpet? And
also, I found a video of us hyping Jesus up while he was dancing to like house music, and then me and you dancing on the bar to "I Tell All My Hoes, Rake It Up."
Oh no!
Oh my God, dude! I remember that.
The video's like memoried in my phone the other day, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And then,
God, no.
What was it? Where you're like, "If you live in sin, you'll burn in hell." Oh my God. We're all going to hell.
Oh my God, we're all going to hell. Dude, I heard that song the other day. Like someone was playing. It was on like the background music of a reel on Instagram or something, and I was like, "We're all going to hell," and nobody understood what I was saying, and I was like,
said,
"Had
"Oh
to
my
be there,
God, we're all going to hell."
Yeah, it's funny because she looked over all scared too, like.
We were all sitting there. We had been acting a fool for like 3 days, and I was like, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah, and we were wearing unicorn freaking onesies, bro. Those jammies, they were so hot, bro.
Dude,
I've never
I
sweat worse
remember
in my life.
because we were living our best lives in those MLM unique days.
Yeah, dude. What if we make a mischief?
We have
so
Facebook posts still up. You haven't deleted them, you bitch.
Dude, they keep popping up, and I'm like, because they pop up in my memories, and I'm like, gotta get rid of that. But then I'm like, what if one
Do
day,
you
like,
remember when we used to make cocktails?
You guys are like, try this shit, and it would be disgusting.
Dude, we have
it was good.
For anyone who wants to see these embarrassing videos, all you gotta do is go to YouTube and type in Chase and Miranda with no spaces. I'm pretty sure. And there's a video.
It's still on there, bro. It's still on there.
That was our YouTube. I think we made cocktails and acted like idiots. Our video was actually so funny, and nobody watched it.
No, we had a video of us doing a cocktail, how to drinking on a budget or something, and then we were like, we found these on Tipsy Bartender, and we created them with all the cheapest things we could find, and then we like get wasted, and then we did UFC Smash or Pass, dude. Remember?
Yeah,
we put
we did do UFC Smash or Pass.
Oh man.
Oh
funny.
Jesus.
Well, since our YouTube career failed,
straight back to your freaking Conor McGregor candle calling me in the middle of the night with a White Claw telling me you were psychic.
Dude. There's some
literally like this. She goes like this. I think I'm psychic. I said hello to you.
All possessed and shit.
Just standing there she's just sitting there with like you know how they have like the Jesus candles and stuff? Like I have them in my room.
They're like
I have one
yeah.
for like Mary and I have one for Mary and Jesus. She has one as a Conor McGregor one. She said, I think I might be psychic. Let me explain. God, here we go.
And it was
Just
like, we hadn't talked in like probably a month either. And I just called her on video chat. She's like, what? It's nighttime. Like I'm asleep. And I was like, I think I might be psychic. Do you have time? Like, let me do this.
And I was like,
she goes,
I have time for that.
Yeah, she's like, okay, hold on.
Time for that.
She's like, I wonder what shit Miranda's on right now. Let's get it.
I totally was like, I have all the time for drunk Miranda telling me how psychic she is. I'm ready.
Dude, poor Mitch was like sound asleep, and he's like, Chase, what the hell is going on? You're like, shh, listen.
I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're like, be quiet. There's something good happening.
It did freak me out though. I kind of was like, are you psychic? Like,
no, some weird stuff happens. I swear, like in my dreams, it's in my dreams. Weird stuff happens, dude, and like I can feel things, and like I don't know. I don't even want to explain. These people are gonna think I'm nuts, dude.
Don't get us fucking canceled already.
Fucking mento. Yeah. Okay. So last question before we use you for fame. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jesus, hit her with that last one, bro. Hit her with number 16.
Number 16.
Yeah.
How long do you plan?
He reads it directly from the paper.
No, I didn't.
He read it so like he's never met me before. How long do you like? He hasn't seen me drunk on a freaking tabletop dancing. So how long do you plan on doing shot put?
So, ooh, okay, go Jesus.
Because I know it's not something like how I say it's not something you're gonna do for the rest of your life. Like of course.
Imagine though, 80-year-old Chase
out there. Why do you say that like you don't speak English? He said, "How do you say? ¿Cómo se dice? You're not gonna do it for the rest of your life in English."
Oh my God.
Out of nowhere. He said, "How do you say out of nowhere?"
Okay, Jesus. Okay, go.
What? We'll go what?
I heard the question. I got it. I'm hoping to get through the LA Olympics, and if my body's still kicking, then I'll keep going until my body says no.
When is this? Well, we get to watch you on TV, right? And I get to go. That's my friend Chase, dude. We one time called 911 from a payphone when we were 5. Like it's not a big deal. But
I hid in a slide while the police came. Yeah, no, that's 2028 Olympics is in Los Angeles, so Maybe we can sort it and you guys can go.
I'm down.
Watch me win.
Yeah, dude, I'll be there. I will.
I have a question. Are you ready for your maid of honor duties in a couple months?
I believe so. I'm not gonna fully say yes. I'm probably not ready because I'm kind of like
stressed.
in the nicest way. I'm kind of expecting you to be a bridezilla on your wedding day.
Yeah, because I spent $50,000 on this wedding, so of course I'm gonna be a bridezilla, bitch.
Well, I'm ready, dude. I think like all the years of abuse that you've put me through have like led up to this moment. It was just practice.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Remember
you just
that
get
one time?
slightly yelled at? No.
No, this one time she I can't remember what the bet was, but she was like, "Fine, I'll stop doing it if you can squat me once." And I was like, and so I like
it was the lick my toe bet, remember?
Oh yeah. You're like, we can cancel the bet if you can squat me once, a full squat. And I was like,
and you couldn't,
bet.
So you licked my toe, and I have it on video.
Dude, I squatted though. I tried, and then my knee buckled, and I thought
I killed you. I did.
I still have knee problems from.
I was about to look at Mike and Matthew and be like, "Why don't we tell the police?" Like,
well, see, I went down, but she landed on top of me, and then like when you start laughing so hard, you go like paralyzed. Like she was laughing so hard she couldn't move or breathe, and I was under her, dude, and I was like, I was trying to laugh too.
Actually, I think only Matthew was there. What the hell is he gonna do for you? He weighs a freaking buck.
Yeah, he was all, oh my god, what we do?
Do you still talk to them?
Yeah, I talk to him every day. Matthew and Jesus were just here last month visiting.
I like Matthew.
Yeah, I miss him.
He came to visit when I came with Mitch and when did I come?
Yeah, when you and Mitch and your other friend came.
I don't have any other friends. Thank you.
Damn, she said you're my only friend. Keep that shit straight.
Look up Toad of Toad Hall.
Toad of Toad Hall right now?
No, just later, and then you'll know what I'm saying, because that's who came with me. But yeah, good times. Honestly, you're like, because I was talking to my mother-in-law about this too. My future mother-in-law. She's lovely, by the way. Thank God, I have a good mother-in-law. I was talking to her about you. And I was like, yeah, she's like my oldest friend. And I said, it's funny because like, we won't talk for a while. And then it's just like a mass catch up on a FaceTime or something. And
like
I said, but when we get together, you wouldn't know we'd been apart.
Aww. All right. When was the last time? Oh, the last time we saw each other was right before it was your going away dinner at, where the hell, the Claim Jumper, dude. How lame for a going away dinner. But it was fun. Me, Matthew, and Michael came.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then you gave me that TV and the speaker. Dude, I still have the TV. It's here in the room.
We threw axes, didn't we?
No, you must have gone without me.
Time. When did you and Matthew go through?
Oh, that was for Brandon's birthday.
That's what it was.
Yeah, like a couple months before you moved, because I think you moved in March. So yeah, for Brandon's birthday, you came with us, and we had a birthday celebration. Remember? And then we got it all sad. We got him like his own seat at the table and a blue moon, and then we all passed it around, and we're like, "Rest in peace, brother." But yeah, that was.
Because I remember I said like if you wanted me to go, because like obviously I knew him, but like that was like you guys were so close, and you were like, "Yes, I need you there," and I was like, well, "I'm fucking there, then, bitch. I'm fucking there."
And then we went to what's it called? Yeah, axe throwing afterwards. I'm not bad at axe throwing, dude. Surprisingly.
It's not that you're good at axe throwing. Is that the logs there are super soft, so it'll just stab in whatever.
That's what you think up until.
No, that's what I fucking.
I was ass. I was.
Dude, I did better than Chase. So basically, like, if Nike wants to sponsor me in axe throwing, dude,
Damn, and did you see her flex, bro? Did you see her flex? She was like, if you want to see me, like.
Yeah, I'm like basically
I'll talk
like
to my Nike guy and see what he has to say.
Yeah, tell him to put us one-on-one. They can't alter your board to like be better or anything though. It has to be same shit, same shoes, same everything, and we have to go one-on-one. Whoever gets more points in 10 throws gets to keep the sponsorship.
Fine.
Oh my god.
Deal. I'll smoke you.
All right, dude. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be meeting Travis Scott, but it's fine.
Fuck's sake.
Okay, anyways, so last question of all.
I thought the last question was the last question.
No, it was, but it was a 2-part question, and Jesus only made it halfway before you straight up like sent it back to Mexico. So
made fun of my accent for a second.
We're all Hispanic here. We're allowed to talk shit about Jesus.
Yeah, we do all the time. Anyways,
You guys saying that looking white as fuck.
But dude, if you could see my mustache,
hey,
you know I was.
It's not about what you look like. It's about what's in your bloods.
Yeah, family. So for the last question, where do you see yourself going after you're done with shot put? Like, what are you gonna do career-wise?
I just want to like be one of those rich people that invests in shit and then just like travels around and makes money while they sleep. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
if
you know what you
not,
should
probably coaching or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You're like, but yeah, if that doesn't come true, I'll be a coach. That's good.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
If that falls through, probably coach or something. No, I don't know. It's really hard as an athlete to visualize yourself retired for real.
Like, it's like even.
She's like, we going day by day, baby girl. Don't even go that
Yeah, I'm
far.
like, don't bring it up.
She'll be moving back into my house. She's like, well, so you still got that guest room?
It's like, hey, Mar, it's me.
Sofa.
You still got that sofa.
Me and Mitch gonna need a cheeky spot to rest a little bit.
You're like, dude, it's only gonna be for a week. 3 months in, you're like, bruh. All right, well, thanks, Chase. Thanks for coming on our podcast.
Yeah, thanks for letting me do a normal people podcast.
Anytime.
I mean, I had to beg you guys to let me on, which is fucking crazy because I'm your most famous friend. But like, that's okay.
Well, next time, dude.
She kept on DMing Miranda because she kept on ignoring the text.
No, because I said, how the hell is my convict sister on this podcast before I am? Like, rude.
My convict, instead of just saying my normal sister, like my convict sister.
Convict.
I know, I was like about to be like Akon. But anyways, you made it here, dude. Guaranteed.
Like, for weeks.
No, we're gonna have a part 2, dude. After the Olympics, we're gonna hit it with a part 2, so you can tell us all about.
I don't know if I'm on a part 2 and you have your hair looking like that, you little freaking Oompa Loompa. What the hell?
Dude, I wanna.
But Loompa Doompa Doo. I've got another puzzle for you. Oompa Loompa.
Say bye, Jesus.
Recording, dead ass.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for having me on. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Yeehaw, brother.